right.
I think let me ask you, as someone who knows Geelong as well as anyone, is there anyone left to come back in? Who's pushing for selection? Is there someone that you can think of who's out of the side at the moment?
Well, Hamish McIntosh, obviously a late withdrawal tonight. They're probably still working out exactly their best ruck combination between Dawson Simpson, Blitzarves and McIntosh. So they're getting pretty close to that now that Caddy and Christensen are back.
Who gets the nod out of the big men there, given all are available and playing okay, Lingy?
I still think it's well and truly up for grabs. I reckon they like Dawson Simpson because of his size.
Get the picket out of your backside there, Lingy. Who gets the nod?
Who gets the nod? I reckon if you're coming up against Fremantle, you've got to play Dawson Simpson. You need somebody as big a unit as you can possibly have to combat Sandland. Sandland's killed them in the last year's final down at Simmons Stadium, so I think Simpson gets the nod there.
That's what we like, Lingy. Black from exactly 50 metres really has nailed that goal.
Little bit going on there after the goal. Bit of a consolation goal for Black, who hasn't had a big night. Tall forwards for North Melbourne hasn't really worked tonight inside 50. And Mackie, one of the best going around with a bit of talk out on the ground, and Boomer Harvey having a chat.
Even the umpire enjoying that.
He's had some good stuff over the years, Andrew Mackie.
A lot of chitter-chatter still going on between both sides here.
Andrew Mackie, the best in the business. But Lingy mentioned Simpson as being the man, but he didn't omit anyone.
I was hoping you weren't going to pick up on that one, Richard.
he's got 3 ruckmen playing.
It's a pretty simple question, Lingy, but here's Hawkins. Got a little bit of help. Fancy work through the legs there. Let's have a look at the run to come here for the Cats. Fremantle next week down at their home, and then Carlton, who are playing some pretty solid footy at the moment. Then they've got Hawthorn and Brisbane, so it's not an easy run for them. 2 of the top 4 sides there.
Well, the good news for them, they win all 4 of those games, they're guaranteed a top 2 spot. So it is in their hands. Some tough ones coming up, as you just showed. The Hawthorn game's going to be an absolute cracker, isn't it? Round 22.
Is that a Saturday night?
I think that's us on a Saturday night.
Look forward to that.
This will be their 14th win of the season tonight, Geelong. 14 wins got you into last year into 6th position. 15 wins was needed to get a position in the top 4 last year. It'll be a little different this year, a little harder. I think you might need an extra win this year.
Just young Majak, Richo, I know you follow the forwards closely. It's just still a fair way off, isn't it? The hands aren't quite there.
The good thing about it, though, is he's been in enough positions tonight to take marks, and if he can just get the technique right, he's going to start holding a few. In some of the other games I've watched him play, he hasn't even been getting into the right positions, so
that's a good point.
I guess the positive tonight is he's been in position to take marks, just hasn't been able to do it as we look at.
There's the run home for North, yeah. So GWS, it's a really, really achievable run for them. So GWS, Western Bulldogs, West Coast Eagles and the Demons. West Coast Eagles going, Adelaide Crows down in Hobart, I think that was.
Okay, yeah. Bloodstone Arena was the BA.
Yep.
It's an unusual looking crow. It threw me too.
I wasn't sure whether it was a crow or an eagle, but it had a bit of fluff and feathers about it.
You're an avid bird watcher as a rule,
Yes. Yeah, no.
You've got a few at home. You've got an aviary out at your house.
I'm normally good with my birds. I've got some chooks and some eagles flying around, but some
parrots as well. You lost a parrot recently, didn't you?
Yes, the parrot got eaten by the dog, and I was really unhappy about that because at one stage I saw it alive, and the next moment it was gone, and the kids accidentally let it out of the cage.
Poor old Polly.
And that was a parrot that I'd trained for years to talk, and it was upsetting.
A bit of wow-wee from the parrot, was there?
It was a wow-wee chase on for the dog, I tell you. It was, forget what it was, but it was a big parrot and it was expensive. Farito. Taylor to take the kick. So getting down to the last minute and a half here now. Harry Taylor, as Richo pointed out, kicking his first goal of the year tonight in the second quarter. Been forward a couple of times this year, fleetingly I might add. Fans for North, Madjack running in the same direction. And wowee, Madjack just couldn't get that one in the jukes.
Yeah, when it's not your night, unfortunately those things happen, and yeah, Madjack's just had a bit of a tough battle tonight. Hasn't been able to really clunk one, and that can happen even to the very best.
So Geelong, work is done in that box. Blake Carosella there, a valuable member of the Geelong box, and Brad Scott will be wondering. Stay tuned for his press conferences, or press conference. Goldstein, Selwood in there. Holden Smith, the sub tonight, who wasn't used until early in this final quarter. Motlop was really and has been very, very dangerous. Lonergan, an opportunity here to kick the goal. And he has kicked his first goal of the year. Tommy Lonergan.
Well, if you had been able to back Tom Lonergan and Harry Taylor both kicking one tonight, you're a genius. They've both got one apiece.
I tell you what, he didn't even think about doing here, Das, was handballing this one over the top. Even when the North defender came at him a little bit, he was always slotting that one.
And I think Scotty Thompson Lee had no thought of allowing Joe the Goose to Tom Hawkins over the top as well, so that was always going to happen.
He just made sure the coast was clear, didn't he, Tommy? He had a good look around.
Tommy Hawkins was just wishing that Scotty Thompson would sprint at Lonergan, so you get the little cheapie over the top.
He wouldn't have thought that that was his first goal of the year, way he reacted. It's just like shelling peas.
He's an unassuming man, Tom Lonergan. I love the way he goes about his business.
So the boundary throw in here, and she'll be all over. Fans can head home on this cold night. Geelong with the knowledge that they will have won their 14th game of the year, and North Melbourne with a lot of work to do to play some quality finals this year. Big win from the Cats tonight, 32-point victors.